Are you struggling to fit pickleball in with your fitness? Hey guys, Anthony with the Trax Method. I have Lindsay here, and today we're going to take you through an 18-minute pickleball workout that you can do anywhere, even just one time a week, to make you feel better and make you move better on the court. All right, Lindsay, you ready to get going? All right, first thing, warm up. What I want Lindsay to do right now is really simple. I want her to go with a knee lift and just bring your knees up to your chest, nice and smooth. We're only going to do about 2 or 3 on each side. Then I'm going to have Lindsay just do a squat push lateral, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. What she's going to do is she's going to get into a quarter squat position, push and extend off her back leg. We're going to do this a couple times down and back. I want to see one more time, nice and smooth. Once she gets back to her starting position, I want her to do what's considered a drop squat. Your feet are together. I want her to drop down into a squat position. This is going to help load up your hips. We want to do between 5 and 10 reps. Nothing too crazy, but something that's going to start getting that heart rate up. Immediately right after, we want to go to our 90-degree T-scale tips. That's where you bring your arm up, your knee up, and you tip at 90 degrees. Here, let's go with just 3 on each side. We want to start working this neurological side of our body to make sure that we stay balanced and strong so that we don't hurt ourselves on the court. Whenever you start out, your cold muscles need to be warmed up. A lot of times we just think a warm up is just thinking back and forth, but we really need to make sure that our body is prepped up, ready to go. Next one, we're going to go into a reverse lunge where we reach over the knee that is up, okay? You take that opposite arm, reach over the leg that's there, and you're going to feel it through your hip flexors. Super important to loosen it up. Here, another time, we're going to go about 3 to 5 on each side, making sure that you're feeling good. You want to feel the stretch of your glutes, stretch of the hip flexors, engagement of your glutes, I should say, and feel good and comfortable with that movement. We're going to stay with the lower body and do lateral lunges. Here, what I want us to do is just go 3 on each side, where you want to go, and if you want to alternate it, you can. Lindsay's staying on one side. Staying on one side might be smart, especially if you're just starting. We want to make sure that your nose, knee, and toe all line up and everything is lined up. Too many times you see people open up their hips and they just kind of stretch it out. That's for another time. Here we want to go long arm swing. So we're just going to swing our arms up and back. Here you want to go about 5 to 10 reps. You might notice that you want to have your thumb come up and then your thumb then comes down. You want to do the opposite side or do the opposite movement on the opposite side. Feel good there? Cool. Then I want your arms out to a T position. Here I want you to do some trunk twists. You can stay loose with your hips. Nothing major here. We just want to get our body feeling flowing, all right? Warm up is critical. If you warm up your body, your chances of injuries decrease dramatically. Drop down to the ground here into a tall push-up position. What I want to see is what we consider groiners or a front step. You bring that one foot out as close as you can to the pinky on the outside of your foot and get a nice stretch, again, with the hip flexors, staying nice and smooth. Here, 2, 3 on each side would be perfect. Then I'm going to have Linz drop right down into a bird dog position. What I want to see here is this. She's going to go down into the quadruped position here and do a bird dog. She's going to alternate arms and legs. So when her left arm and her right leg extend through, then she brings them back, right arm, and then the left leg comes through. Beautiful job there. Then what I'm going to have Lindsay do is go into a tall push-up position where I want her to do a shoulder tap. This is where she's going to go opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Here, we just need about 3 to 5 reps on each side. How we feeling, Linz? Yeah, she's feeling good. After this, I want her to shake our legs out. I want to see a mountain climber. Here, let's go right into a mountain climber, driving the knee up, 5 on each side. Looking good. Awesome. After that, let's stand right up. We're going to move down over here near the baseline, near the pickleball. And what I want her to do is do some lateral transit movements. I want her to do a forward skip, opposite arm, opposite leg. We're near the end of our warm-up. This is going to take you about 5 to 7 minutes to get through. And that's okay. The warm-up is one of the most important things that you can do before you play pickleball. When you're working out, you want to get the muscles moving. Now let's go with an inside foot tap. You're going to tap the inside of your foot, right? Internally rotating at that foot all the way down and back. Get your hips to move. Again, not only are we prepping for pickleball, but we're also trying to stay strong and build that functional fit body that is gonna make us dominate on the court. You feeling good? I want you to do a step over run. So step over run, this is our final little thing. You wanna get your cardio up. You wanna be able to like, either jog around the court, shake out the legs, get your body moving. You feeling good, Linz? Beautiful. All right, relax. All right, so now that the warm-up is complete, we're gonna jump right into our neurological and agility work. We need to work our mind and our body. And this sequence right here, body weight work, is all you need one time a week to really dominate the court. Here's how we're gonna make this happen. I wanna see 5 reps of a skater hop. Ready? And go for it. Here, I wanna see Lindsay really explode through that single leg, working the inner thighs, working that power drive off the inside surface of her foot, working on balance and stability. All right, staying nice and strong. Then I want us to go right into a crossover drop. Watch as she crosses the leg. That front leg always changes. You're going right in front, then left in front. I want to see a total of 5 reps on each one. Feeling good? Here, I want us to go through 2 sets of this. So the second you're done with that crossover drop, I want us to go right back into that skater hop. Again, with this skater hop, you're working on balance, you're working on power drive, you're working on that extension of the leg, and then the loading, and then firing out. That's what this agility is all about. Can you load up that hip and then fire through? Here we want to balance it out because a lot of times those inner thighs are not as strong as we need to, and that's where some strains happen. That's why crossing over the midline of that body and dropping it down is extremely important. Once you get 2 sets done, we're going to move on. Here, what I want us to do now is we're going to work on the squat push lateral with fast feet. Same concept, but here we want to push through 2 pushes to the right, then 2 pushes back to the left. Then I want to see some fast feet. So here, I want us to go back and forth, and we're going to repeat that. That was 1 rep. I want to see 3 reps where she's firing it through. I want to see her feet moving really quick. She's going to fire it back, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 rights is what I want to see. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, Linz can chill for a second because now I need her to go to the opposite side. Here's how it is. So now I'm going to shift her right over. Why am I going to have Linz do 3 reps? She did a couple more on the opposite side, but I want to see her go down and back, right, with 5 rights 3 times. Pushing through. I want her to work on both sides, right side and her left side. She's now pushing off the inside right foot, pushing back to the left, and then transitioning into those fast feet. This is what I want to see Lindsay do. You need to do both sides of the body because you push off differently and then you load differently. That's what I want to see her do. Just 3 reps, 5, fast feet, boom, boom. Relax. You feeling good there? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. You feeling good. Now what I want her to do is a single leg jump. So it's a little, single leg hop. I want her to go side to side now, just like so. Okay? Ready? Let's go. I want to see 10 single leg hops on 1 leg. You feel comfortable, do that line. Go, boom, boom, right? These are our next 2 exercises. So our first exercises were our skater hops. Then there were our crossover drops. Our second 2 exercises are our squat push lateral to fast feet and our single leg hops. You ready to do a second round? Let's go right into it. Ready? And go for it. She's going to start. She's pushing off. Boom. Down and back. 5 rights. Right? Boom. She's going to do this 3 sets. Right? This is her second set of 3 on the left side. You can tell Linz too, and this might happen to you as well. You might realize that you're pushing off your ball of foot and you keep on moving forward and forward. You want to try to stay on that same line. I see all these lines around the court right now, and I can tell Lindsay is pushing too much on her balls of her feet. You want to make sure that you really keep that straight line from A to B and not just push off the balls of your feet and pushing forward. So we got to keep that in mind. You want to be able to learn how to push off those inside surfaces of your feet so you stay in line. You got your single leg hops. You forget about those? Oh yeah. Let's make sure that these work as well at home. So we want to get 10 of these hops. This is going to work on ankle stability, ankle strength. Super important. We don't want to have twisted ankles. Not worth it. But this explosiveness is also helping with your backside calves and really making sure you're getting that nice explosive strength to be quick and effective. How'd that feel? Right? In just really about like 5 or 10 minutes, you're already blasting through this neuroagility training. Now what I want us to do is we're going to go into a little bit more acceleration. That was a lot of lateral movement, right? Now we want to go more north and south. To do so, what I want to see is Lynn's going to drop back down and do a mountain climber. I know sometimes we'll do this in the warm-up, right? Here, I want us to have a little bit of a focus, especially because this is body weight, where you're going to go 5 on each side. I want to see your toe dorsiflexed, right? And if you don't mind, Linz, I'm going to have you pause right here because I want us to see something. To really make this an effective core exercise, see how Linz's toe is down on the ground? I want her to do another set. I want you to do another set as well and try this out. Try to elevate that toe off the ground so it does not hit. See how much your core is engaged right now? This is what I want you to do for this one. We want to work on the full range of motion of your hip, full extension in the back leg, and really work that driving action of that sprint. All the mountain climber is you sprinting flat on the ground in a horizontal plane instead of a vertical one. Make sense? Here's the second exercise of this acceleration neuroagility focus. 5 bodyweight jumps. You ready for it? That's it. 5 bodyweight jumps. Here, we're looking for triple extension through the ankles, knees, and hips. You can see her hands are coming down and then firing through this triple extension all the way up. Looking good. Now, let's do it again. Second round, I want to see 5 reps, her toe elevated off the ground. I want you to have to pull from those lower abdominals. We want to make this a total body workout. We don't want to just go through and try to build our cardio up. No, we're working on lower abdominals, working on power output and development. Remember, this is our agility focus, not our strength training yet. So power drive it up, power drive it up. How'd that feel? The heart rate's starting to get up there, right? Beautiful. Now we're moving on to the strength side. Here we have about 2 blocks, 3 exercises each, and we're gonna crank this out, all right? First one, I want Linz to drop down onto the ground. We are gonna do a hip lift march, all right? Here, we're gonna work on our backside posterior chain. That means your glutes, your hamstrings firing up. Really draw in your core. Here, I want us to do 5 marches. Your toe is dorsiflexed, right? Your toe is dorsiflexed, flexed up towards your shins. Your knee comes well higher than 90 degrees. Her hips are drawn up the whole entire time. Continue to fire those glutes. Feeling good? Awesome, excellent. Now I'm gonna have Linz flip right over into a tall push-up position. She's assuming this push-up position here. Then I want her to drop down into a low plank on your forearms. Here, if you need to have your feet wide for a good base, perfect. We're having a nice flat back right here. Core and is braced, glutes are firing, and I want to do a front raise. Ready? 5 front raises on each side, minimizing the rocking of her body. All right? Really reaching out, reaching up and through, really bracing the core as you go. Try to minimize the rocking of your body. We want to have this stable body through. This is the same thing that we are looking for when we're playing pickleball. All right, feeling okay there? Now we're gonna go right into lateral lunges. We did a lateral lunge during the warm-up, but here what I want her to do is be a little bit more explosive with it. I want her to really go alternating now that we're getting our body fired through, and we're gonna stay really strong and push back and over to the opposite side. We only need 5 reps on each side, and these are our 3 exercises. We are gonna go through 2 sets. So be ready to go. We're gonna drop right back down to the ground for those hip marches. After you understand the exercises, this is where you can start adding speed. You have to understand that your speed is only as good as how well you can control it. That's why we like to take our time during that first set, but then really have some deliberate practice during the second. And sometimes we might even go 3 or 4 sets on some of our workouts. Here we only need to do 2. And then it's gonna go right back down into that low plank position with a front raise. How are you feeling? What are some modifications we can do here? Maybe you can't do a front raise. Maybe you wanna go off to the side instead of going up in front. Maybe you just wanna count to 30 and just hold this low plank for 30. This is up to you. This is your workout, so just remember that. Now, let's go right back into our lateral lunges. Again, lateral lunges, I want you to think about being explosive. They're not just about you range of motion and making it feel good like what we did in the warm-up. Here, let's put that tempo into it. Feeling good. Get a little pump in there. Shoulders are going to be back. We don't want to lean over so much, and work to keep those toes pointed straight ahead. Feeling good? Look at that. You should also know, take a breather if you need to. If at any time you need to pause the video, awesome. Hit the like button, subscribe while you're resting. Those are always good. We'd love to see your comments on what you think about this workout, so please do. Now we're gonna go into our second grouping of exercises. Now, we only have 2 groups of exercises for strength. So if you have anything left in the tank, this is when you bring it, okay? Here, I want you to go right into push-ups. I'm gonna have Linz go right down. On this one, push-ups, drive it home, just 5 push-ups. You try to go full range of motion. You can see that tall plank position, core is braced. What are some modifications? On your knees, right? We can go on the knees, that's not a problem. Maybe you wanna go hand release push-up. I'm doing some hand release push-ups where you bring your shoulder blades together. Any push-up will do, okay? Even just thinking about push-ups would be cool for you if that's where you are, all right? Back up onto your feet. Here, we're gonna go into sumo squats. Flare those toes out. Here, it's not a narrow stance, it's wide at about 45-degree angle with your toes. Heels are what's hip width stance. I wanna see you go full range of motion. You ever go down low and try to have to get that ball up and over the net? You need to work on that range of motion. Again, we only need 5 reps. Today is about getting it done and starting to feel better and move better on the court. And this is the one program you need to make that happen. Right after that, we gotta work our scaps. You have elbow pain, you got shoulder pain in pickleball, most of us do. This exercise right here, the T's, Y's, and I's, let's go 5 reps on each side. I'm gonna have Linz keep her toes down on the ground. You can lift them up, it's not a big deal. But what we wanna do is we really just wanna try to work the shoulders, right? Here we have like a Y position. You just need 5. Then you bring it out to the side. Thumbs are up. You ever play that game 7 Up? Yeah, remember that back in the day? Yeah, thumbs up. I never got picked. It's all good. It's another story. But then we want to go back and do our eyes. We're going to have you go backwards, and here you can see all these scap muscles firing. You start getting those muscles to get stable and strong, you're going to alleviate the shoulder doing a lot of that work and alleviate that elbow pain. And having stable scaps and strengthening up that rotator cuff musculature, if you would, and the shoulder is going to save yourself some pain and anguish in the shoulders. That was round 1. You ready for this? I love it how Linz comes up like she's going to get off of doing these push-ups. Here we got 5 of them. You can do plyometric push-ups. You can do hand release push-ups. Remember, these are about your push-ups. How do you stay strong with your body weight? Continue making that work. Then we go right into the sumo squat. Deep squat, add a little bit. Awesome job. Then drop right down to a prone position, and we're gonna go and do our Y's, T's, and we like to do our little I's back there. Remember, if you have anything left in the tank, I want you to crank it out. We're almost there. We're gonna finish this off nice and strong. Boom, just 5 reps. Beautiful work, beautiful work. So how are you feeling with this workout? You still pushing through it? Excellent. I'm telling you right now, this is the one program you need to do. It's body weight. You don't need any equipment. We didn't use any equipment, right? Here's the thing I'm gonna have Linz do. Drop down to child's pose position, right? After every workout that we do, we encourage you to recover. We encourage you to just do a basic stretch. This is a child's pose right now. The workout's complete. Now we get to breathe, recover your breath. If you can't thread the needle, throw that hand through. Linz, how you feeling?
I'm sweating.
You sweating? Yeah, she's sweating. She's making this court all nasty. Look at what we did. We're on a court. We don't have any equipment right now. But what we do have is our body. And what we do have is smart, effective pickleball training through Trax Method that encompasses everything that you need so that you can move better and feel better on the court. Make sure that toes dorsal flex in the back. Here's a hip flexor stretch. And that's the goal. The goal is not to worry about body composition. It's not about worrying about weight loss or anything of that nature. It's about making your body feel better to move better. And when you feel better and move better, guess what? You can enjoy the game that you love, which is pickleball. And you can enjoy being here in the community, playing smarter, not harder, and with less injuries. And to do that with this bodyweight program, real simple, just you, your body, and a simple flow of neuroagility and some strength training blended with a great warm-up, you can really succeed on building that functional fitness that you need to perform your best. And because you stayed to the end and you like and subscribe to everything that you did here, we're gonna lay out the program. Links in the description below. If you want a copy of this workout, by all means, we'll get it to you. Love to hear from you soon. Thank you, Linz. You did a wonderful job, and you did a wonderful job too at home, and we hope to see you in the next video.